Hi everyone, welcome to Math 115. I'll be your instructor. My name's Professor McLaughlin. So I'm on Canvas for our course here, and on the left side you'll see Home, Modules, Discussions, Assignments, and Grades. So let's click on Home. Okay, and I tell you to click on this button here to watch the welcome video. You're watching the welcome video right now. This is the welcome video. Okay, then there's other information here we'll go over in a second. Then below that, you'll see links to important class information. So you'll see the syllabus, how to access the course material, important information about the lecture periods, class content, and below that, you'll see what to do each day. It has all the days laid out. And below that, you'll have instructor contact info. So you have my office, UH234, my email address, and then office hours here. Okay, so let's go over the syllabus. So let's click on syllabus. Okay, so this class will meet on Tuesday, Thursday from 1 to 3:05 p.m. Again, here's my email, and my office is UH234. So my office hours will be then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. in my office, or if you want to talk to me on Zoom, I will be available 30 minutes before each of our class meetings. So the following link will work during those times. Just click on this link here. You can also send me an email anytime, and I will respond within a few hours. Prerequisite none. So all the material and textbook that you'll need for this class will be provided on Canvas for free. So there's no need to buy anything for this class. Course description, I'll let you look at that. Course modality. So this is a face-to-face class, which means students are expected to attend the class in person during the scheduled class meeting times. In order to participate in the class, you're going to need to have access to a device with a camera that can connect to the internet. So a smartphone is fine, as well as a pair of headphones. So this class will be taught as a flipped class, which means students will be actively engaging with the material during the class. So I'm not going to be just standing up there lecturing for 2 hours. You're going to be actually working on the material. Okay, so each day of class will consist of either a lecture period or a quiz period. So during each lecture period, you'll have about 24 hours to work on a set of lecture questions that I'll be posting on Canvas. So for example, our first lecture period will start on Monday, August 15th at 1 p.m. and will end on Tuesday at 3:05. So you can see our scheduled class meeting will be on Tuesday, August 16th from 1 to 3:05. So you can see that the lecture period will be available 24 hours before the start of the scheduled class meeting. So during the lecture periods, then you can earn extra credit points by posting correct answers for the lecture questions within the time frame. So for example, the time frame for one of the questions may be you need to post the question within the first 40 minutes of our scheduled class meeting. So if you do that and you get it correct, you'll get an extra credit, some extra credit points added to your quiz or test score. And during the scheduled class meeting times, then I'll be posting the solutions and answering questions. So when you have correctly answered all the questions and I've looked at them and said they look good, you can leave a bit early from the lecture. So I'll be sending the class numerous emails. So you should start checking your emails on a regular basis. So here's a video tutorial on what you need to do at the beginning of each lecture period. Here's a video on how to participate in the lecture periods. You should watch these videos. So during each lecture period, I'll be checking the discussion board a few times and we'll look at your work. And you can also post questions. I'll answer your questions too. So all students then will be able to interact with me on Canvas and in person during our scheduled class meeting times. Okay, attendance. So you need to sign in on Canvas for each lecture period, and here's how you do that. Here's a video tutorial on how you do that. I'll be also taking attendance during class. I'll be passing a sign-in sheet around for you to sign. So it's important that you show up to each class. But if you do miss more than 2 classes and you don't talk to me, I may drop you from the class. So if you want to drop the class, make sure you do it yourself. Don't assume that I will drop you. But if you do miss more than 2 classes, I may drop you. Okay, so the way you will earn your points in this class are from quizzes and assignments. So there's going to be a total of 13 quizzes throughout the semester. No makeup quizzes will be given, but each student can drop their lowest quiz score. So I'll take your best 12 quizzes, and you'll have 24 hours to complete each quiz, and it'll be a 1% penalty for every minute your quiz is late. You'll take your quizzes online too on Canvas. And before each quiz, you'll have to sign an agreement saying that you will not cheat on the quiz. And here's a video tutorial on how you can submit that agreement. Okay, so there'll also be assignments in this class, which are like little mini projects. And you'll have about a week to complete each assignment. There'll be 13 assignments throughout the semester, and there'll be a 10% penalty for every day your assignment is late. Okay, and you can drop your lowest assignment score, so I'll take your best 12 assignments. So the weights for the grades will be 50% will be quizzes, 50% assignments, and the grading policy is just standard. You can look at that. Tutoring services, you can look at that. Study tips, you can look at that. So if you have a disability and need an accommodation to participate in this class, email me as soon as possible and we can work something out. Okay, student resources, you can look at that. So here's the class schedule. So it has all the days laid out. So day 1 will be covering module 1. Day 2 will continue going over module 1. And on day 3, we'll have our first quiz and assignment due. And then day 4, module 2, and so forth throughout the whole semester. And then on, looks like December 1st will be our last quiz and assignment will be due. Okay, so on the first day of class, then you'll click on module 1. And then at the top, I give you the objectives of the module. You can look at that. And below it, I have the class notes. So if you click on this, it takes you to the class notes. So it's like the textbook that I've written up myself. And then below that, there's more class notes. And then below that, there's a practice quiz. So the practice quiz will be similar to the actual quiz. So if you click on it, takes you to a practice quiz. So make sure you understand how to do these questions before you take the quiz. It looks like there's 4 questions on the, going to be 4 questions on your first quiz. And at the top of the quiz, there's video tutorials of me going over the practice quiz questions. Okay, if you have questions on this, you can ask me during class and I'll help you. Or you can come to my office hours. All right. And then below that, there's practice submitting a quiz. So if you click on that, I walk you through how you can submit a quiz. So you may want to practice how you can submit the quiz before you take your first quiz, so you'll know how to do it. Okay, so you can look at that. Below that, how to participate during a lecture period. So I explain how you can post your work so I can see it on Canvas. And then also how to share your work so only the professor can view it. So if you don't want other students looking at your work, you can post it so only I can see your answer. Okay, so if you want to do that, you can click on the tutorial and see how to do that. Okay, so on day 1, the first thing you'll do is sign in. So you'll click on attendance. But you can see it's locked now until August 15th at 1 p.m. Then once you've signed in, you'll go to your first student discussion 1, and you'll work on that. And then you'll work on lecture 1, question 1. These are all locked until August 15th at 1. And then you go to lecture 1, question 2. So these 3 things will be the questions you'll be doing the first day. And then on day 2, looks like you have 4 things to do. You have a student discussion 2, and then 3 lecture questions, and also attendance lecture 2. And on day 3, then you'll be doing your assignment A1, you'll be submitting your quiz agreement and doing your quiz. Okay, so that's the main things. Let me just go back here to the home page. Okay. So again, before the first day of class, you should click on each of these links and look at them. Okay, and this class content here is just like the bottom of the syllabus schedule, just another way to get to it. And then below that, you have what to do each day. Well, it has the days just laid out. It's similar to the class content, it's just laid out slightly different. It's like this. Okay. So that's the main things about the class. So it's good enough for now. So I'll see you guys then on August 16th at 1 p.m. All right, see you.